Hello there, gods and goddesses of your reality. Welcome back. This is Jenny from Nutritious Lives. Right, today's an interesting one. I feel like today probably isn't going to be so much of a love and light. It's going to be a little bit more like go yourself kind of video, and it still comes, and I want you to understand that this video still comes from a standpoint of unconditional love, if this makes sense. And I'm going to get right into it. Oh, and just before I do, I just want to say I've got my shades on today, but it's not because I've joined the shade gang or anything like that. So if you reach out and you want to message me about, Jen, have you joined the shade gang? And my answer is going to be no. I'm in the garden. I've got my bikini on because I'm sunbathing and the sun's come out. I just wanted to clear that up just in case there was any confusion. And that gets me on to me wearing a bikini, because I don't know whether you can hear me. Can McFly, anybody in there, McFly? But listen, I'm outside in my garden today, sunbathing with my bikini on. So I just kind of wanted to clarify that, just in case there was any confusion. And also, while I'm on the subject, I decided that I wanted to put red lipstick on today because I could. Right, so I don't know whether you get the gist of what I'm trying to say here, but I've chosen to. Now, I want to talk to you about the last probably 6 videos that I've put out of late, and it was in a location in Spain, and I was on the beach and I was talking about deep emotion, which I always do in these videos, and I was, deep as you like, talking about the psyche, talking about the way, because I don't know whether you know this, but I'm a life coach and a manifestation coach. That's the reason why I do these videos. So I was doing my life coaching manifesting thing and doing all these videos, and being on the beach and thinking, I'm pumped to talk about this really deep subject of blockages and the way that we hold ourselves back from living our best life, the ego mind, and how we can assess it and maybe deflate it somewhat to make sure you go towards your desires, should we say. Hello there, gods and goddesses of your reality. I'm not going to split this video up into 2. I'm going to leave it as one. I feel like it's necessary. And at this point, I just want to say it was a passionate account. Probably haven't expressed myself in this way, but this is Jen, and I will defend myself if necessary. And I'm always going to be open and honest about what I'm going through in my own life. And if anything, it's to highlight to you how you can live authentically you. Now, I always say that this could be totally the opposite to me, and that's okay. You haven't got to be like me, you've got to be you, and this is what I want to get over to you. But at this point, I just want to inject my services as well, tell you about my services, because I didn't really go into saying, what I can help you with. But I am a manifestation coach, a life coach, a nutritionist and supplementation advisor, an EFT practitioner. So let's rewire the brain together. And I'm sending you all the love from an unconditional place. And I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. So obviously doing my thing, and there was a particular day which I'm going to loop back to, where the irony is, on this particular day, I was talking about me wanting to wear red lipstick because that was my personal choice of Jen showing authentically who Jen was, and this is the irony of why I'm doing this video, which is amazing, because this is the way the universe brings it to us. But anyway, as I say, I was on holiday on the beach, and I come back home and feeling proud, really. This is where I was feeling proud of Jen. You're really putting yourself over, very authentic now. You're not being so wooden, you're showing who you are being a lot more on these videos authentically who Jen is. Kind of patting myself on the back. This is where we want to go, baby girl. We want to align to you being authentically who you are. And then obviously I started posting, and now I don't know when I'm going to post this, but it was on the Monday when I post this particular video talking about me authentically living how I want to live through my own choice, which I'm trying to get across to you. And then when I'd posted, I had an influx of messages from blokes highlighting to me about my tits, highlighting to me about your tits look juicy, or you know, how can I concentrate on anything, it's your tits, all this, right? And if it wasn't that, it was do you feel like you want to cover up, because you know, I'm a bit concerned, or whatever it was. There was an influx of this, right? And I can't lie, I responded, because I am mostly unconditional love and light, but I'm definitely a lot of go yourself as well. And because I can, because that's authentically who I am, which I'm trying to get over to you. So, but wrongly, I reacted with my ego. My ego went to tell them, why would you think that I would want you to inflict your views on me? Why would you think that you have the right to message me assuming that I would want you to talk about my tits and how you would want to suck my tits, or anything to do with what I'm doing in general? Yeah, why would you feel the need to inflict that on me? With your little man syndrome, with you feeling like your ego, or the world revolves around just your ego and you have that right. Well, I'm doing this video today to tell you that I detract any power that you have from making any impact in my life. I went wrong, and I'll tell you where I went wrong. I reacted, and I reached out telling probably about 5 blokes, there was a load, about 5 blokes. I told them, why would you do that? Why would you? And I came from a place of really genuinely wanting to say, why would you feel like I want that? Like, that isn't what I'm going for. Why would you do that to another individual, assuming that that's what they want? And like they said to me, well, you got your tits out, you're asking for it, aren't you? Like, obviously that's what you want, because that's what you're wearing. Yeah, that was the response. And maybe individuals who are watching this think the same thing. Yeah, that's what she wants, because she's got a bikini on. And you're missing the point, because I was on the beach with my bikini on doing an emotional video, because I'm a life coach talking about what life coaches and manifestation coaches talk about. And you came along and thought that you had the right to inflict your limited perspective, and I'm highlighting it here because that's what it is, your limited, inflated ego perspective on me. Yeah, but this is what we do in society, because we're taught that that's okay, aren't we? We're taught that that's okay. A woman is showing flesh in your eyes, So you have that right, because that gives you you feel a bit deviant. It makes you feel sexual. It makes you feel like you want to tell that woman, because that's what she wants from you, doesn't she? She wants you to tell her these things, doesn't she? She's asking for it. So you inflict it, yeah? And that's what you did, right? And I want to highlight to you, and it's still coming from a place of, even though I'm passionate about it, and maybe I don't show this side of me all the time, but I genuinely want you to assess yourself, because what you've done is you've made your ego the biggest part of you. People who do this narcissistic silliness and inflict it on other people, it's because you haven't assessed anything to do with your own mind. You're a lost person, because if you've done any internal work within yourself, you would never try to inflict your views the way that you have on other people, right? Does that make any sense to you at all? And in society, we've taught to say that a woman who is showing who she is, yeah, with me wearing red lipstick, with me wearing vibrant colours, with me maybe wearing a low-cut top, that is authentically who I am. For me, I've made a decision to wear that for me, not for you. I was on the beach in a bikini. Every other woman was on that beach, and I was pumped to do an emotional video in the moment, and I had a bikini on the beach. I was being authentically me, but I didn't want you to talk about my tits, right? And there is a point to this, not just to have a rant and to talk to you about how much of a little man syndrome you are. It's really to make a point, because I want you to still grow, because you can still grow even though you haven't at this point. Obviously you haven't by reaching out, inflicting that crap on me, but you can. But I'm trying to teach you how you can. I'm going to just plant a little seed in your brain, and hopefully it flourishes and grows. That's my intention for you today, little man syndrome. So, and I'm going to talk to you about one particular man that I really want to plant this seed for, and I'm going to tell you towards the end. But from my standpoint and where my head is, as a grown woman who assesses her emotions and is rewiring her brain to live her best life every day, to be the authentic version of who she is every day, this is the standpoint that I come from, and I hope you're listening. I hope you're listening, because I don't think many people are listening to what I'm saying. So back in the Neanderthal times, even to these times, tribal people still, you know, North America, you know, Africa, Peru, these indigenous tribal people still exist this way. We've existed with showing a lot of flesh as people together, and we have coexisted together in these tribes, and this hasn't been an issue. Showing flesh hasn't been an issue. As time's gone on and we've moved into this modern day society which we live in, and I'm under no illusion that this is what we're living in, but we've been taught that it is. We've been taught that a woman shouldn't express herself from being proud of herself, being vibrant, being proud, being telling the world who she is if she so chooses to, because that light that's within you, you've got to dim it down, because that's making that other person uncomfortable, and that's making that man, that gives him sexual feelings. So you need to tone it down. Do or both. You need to assess and offer some restraint. Educate your mind and think there's other perspectives out there other than just your limited perspective. Another analogy that I want you to listen to is, you know, we've heard this before, but it's so true. Officer, listen, she was asking for it. I raped her, yeah, I raped her. But look at the clothes that she had on. Look at the short skirt that she had on. So she was asking for it, wasn't she? Was she? Or was she living her life for herself, just for her, because that's what made her feel happy to put a short skirt on, or to cover herself up, whatever she chose to do to express who she is? Yeah, because we've had that right, haven't we? Because we've got to keep dumbing ourselves down for everybody else in society. And then I want to also bring up another valid argument or point. Yeah, again, because as I say, this is all the standpoint that I come from and how I choose to look at Jen's world and live authentically within my world. Right now, this foot fetish thing that we've had going on for probably what, 15 years as it's grown. Now, it may be that women have a bit of a foot fetish. I don't know. You know, mainly what I hear is men. I'd probably say at this point, a third of society seem to have this foot fetish, or this is what I see within Jen's orbit and what I listen to and I take on. There's a lot of people who have this foot fetish nowadays. Now, this is a new phenomenon, and the point I'm trying to make is the human brain is easily corrupted. And I'm not going to go down a rabbit hole of talking to you about the brain and how it's easily corrupted, because there's a lot of people in society who have no idea that they have programming left, right and centre in every facet of their life. They're just unaware of it, and these are the type of people that I want to help, right? But the human brain is easily corrupted. Now, as a life coach, as a manifestation coach, mindset coach, nutritionalist, I want you to be woken from the hypnotised way that we've been hypnotised in society. Right, I want to break you out that, so you can live your best life and hypnotise yourself in the best way. Right? This foot fetish has been put there by design to make feet a sexual object. So, you know, with an agenda, right? And I'm going to leave it there because that's not the point of this video. I'm just highlighting to you. It's growing. This foot fetish thing is growing. And what I want you to understand, and what I know, is as we progress with this foot fetish and looking at feet as sexual, now I'm not targeting and having a go at the individual if that's what you're into, but I want you to understand as this grows, the more, because I can't see women being attracted to men's feet the same. Can you not understand how we as women then will have to start covering our feet? We will be told that we can't show our feet off because it brings up sexual feelings towards that man, that overinflated ego of that man, because they show no restraint on their own feelings. Do you understand? So the reason why I'm making this video is for two reasons today. Is to make these points to you, but also to highlight to you that you've taught me a lesson, because I'm full of learning these lessons. This is great for me. I'm empowered. I've learned the lesson, and what the lesson is that you've taught me is you've taught me to shine even further. You've taught me to say, this lesson that you were teaching me, right? It's not to make me go into my shell and I should be covering up. I should be covering up more. I shouldn't be showing who I am. It's actually doing the opposite. I've got the red lipstick on, I've got my bikini on, and I am feeling like shining more and more and more, because that is who I am inside. And what I want to give you, and I'm going to just go back to this one particular man, was like a dog with a bone, and I think a point what he was trying to make with his overinflated ego was that, so I basically realised that I was wasting a lot of my energy on someone who was not worth my energy at all, because didn't know how to sorry about the noise in the background. didn't know how to look within and assess and really come to any real conclusions within as a person to make him grow. So when I had my little spat with him, and obviously he wanted my time, didn't he? Because he wanted me to get my tits out, and I was giving him my time. But then I realised, Jen, why are you giving this man your attention? Why are you giving this man your precious attention when you could be putting it into so many other things? So in that moment, I blocked, right? Said my little thing and blocked. And then the man, which I'm not going to mention his name, but I will if obviously, you know, if he wants to keep flexing his ego peck, I will, you know, because he'll never win me, because obviously I'm grown as a woman and I've done my own soul searching. So my ego and my God state, it's very much in tune. So he'll never win with me. It's impossible. But he followed me onto YouTube to try and intimidate me, to try and bully, because this is what people do. This is what some people can do with narcissistic bullying. And he's lost, and obviously because he's controlled by his ego, he's a lost individual. So he followed me onto YouTube. I blocked him on there because I thought, I ain't giving you any of my precious time, and whatever you're trying to do, it ain't working. You're not intimidating me, you're not scaring me. I'm too grown. Like, you don't stand a chance. And then he came over to Instagram when I blocked him there and tried to intimidate again. So this video is for you, and and any other narcissistic idiot out there who feels that they want to inflict that onto somebody else. This is for you. And because I'm all love and light as well, and unconditional love, and I always want you to grow, whether you're a narcissist or not, I still hope that you will grow. When any of you narcissists reach out to me in the future and message me and inflict your narcissism, your inflated ego on me, I'm just going to send you this video, because I'm all about giving, right? I'm going to send you this video in hopes that this acorn that I'm giving you will turn into, it will flourish, right? And it'll grow, and it'll make you really assess your own mind and your own life. And then I'm going to block. So this is dedicated to that weird stalker with a massive inflated ego who thinks that he's going to intimidate me in any sort of way. And this one's for you also. So, you know, if you try and approach me on any other social network, then I'm just going to send you this, and I'm just going to keep blocking you, because I'm not scared of you. You're never going to intimidate me. I'm never going to give you that power, right? But I'm not going to waste any more time on you. And this is the point of the video, right? And I'm going to finish the video on a loving note, on a positive note, because that is who I am. I come from my heart space, and I come mainly from unconditional love. But my ego is very healthy, and you're never going to win with me. So ladies, if any women are watching this and you want to do the same for some weird narcissist that's pushing their stuff on you, please use this video or make your own and send it on, and then block, because they're really not worth your time. That being said, I'm wishing you have the most amazing day, right? And I hope you live your desires and your dreams, because that's what I'm intending for you. And I'm going to go back to sunbathing with my red lipstick on and my bikini. So I'll see you in the next one.